Kingdom Hearts. Fill me with the... Let me stop. Okay. Anyways, hey guys, HMK here, back again from E3. Finally got home, and now to make a bunch of Kingdom Hearts videos. I got a bunch of Kingdom Hearts videos lined up for you guys, theories and stuff like that, but they all have to be put on the back burner because of E3. However, I'm going to give you my impressions and thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 2.8 because it was playable at E3, and it was Dream Drop Distance HD and Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage, the premium E3 showcase. Now, first and foremost, let me talk a little bit about Dream Drop Distance because let me get that out of the way. Dream Drop Distance, wow, that game, when I first saw it, that game made my eyes kind of hurt. I'm not saying I have bad eyes or anything, it's a joke. The reason being is because this is the first ever game, Kingdom Hearts wise, fully, truly in 60 frames per second. A lot of people were wondering if Dream Drop Distance, since it's going to be on PlayStation 4 with the extra horsepower and whatnot, is the game going to be 60 FPS? You know, it was running at 30 FPS with some lag drops in the 3DS, and every other Kingdom Hearts game is basically 30 FPS. But this game was 60 FPS, and it looked hella smooth. There were no missing frames because a lot of people, I've seen videos, I know you guys see them too, of people overclocking trailers and gameplay of Kingdom Hearts games in 60 frames per second. However, you can obviously see that there are missing frames, and it's not as smooth or as optimal that it could be because people are overclocking the game. Now, Dream Drop, this is HD, 60 frames per second. It looks beautiful, it looks grand. The HUD was... yes! Like, the camera was zoomed out quite a bit. It was great. I wasn't able to capture any footage when I played it because when I played it, I played it on the third day of E3, and then my camera was somewhere else. So, you know, I couldn't get the footage. But I did get footage of 0.2, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and I'll have the footage of 0.2 in the description box below. But Dream Drop, this is HD. It looks great. It feels great, and instead of, you know, using, a lot of people thought we were going to use the touchpad on the PlayStation 4 for the drop scenarios, for using the special reality shifts, but you don't. Instead, you gotta toggle it with buttons. Like, there was an option you could do that on the 3DS. You could either swipe it or press two buttons. On this case, it was triangle and O, I believe. It was the top two ones. Like, give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I was right. It was triangle and O, or was it square and X? Whatever, man. There's like, I've been all over the place with that stuff. So you can do that in order to activate a reality shift and just the reality shift on the main screen. No really touch options from what I played. So that's good. And then also you can trigger your partners, your monsters, your spirits for the Dream Eaters. You can activate their abilities by using part of the command deck. Instead of, you know, you have your command deck and you can switch over onto another side of the command deck in order to activate their specials, and that's great. It's all seamless. It feels really good, and man, the game was bright, colorful, true HD. You know, like everything on the PS3 looks great, but you know, when you look at Dream Drop Distance HD, it feels that they took the extra measure, the next level of cleaning up stuff for an HD remaster when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts series. So Dream Drop Distance was great. So enough about that. Now, 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage. My God, this game looked great. It looked so beautiful. The Unreal Engine really works well for the Kingdom share of this game. It looked good. Aqua was bae as fuck. Man, I was so impressed by 0.2. I'm like, man, this is the Kingdom shader, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna look a lot better than this. I am pretty ready. However, that's not to say that 0.2 didn't have its problems, and the entirety of 2.8 in the demo version did have problems because I heard that Sky, when he was playing Dream Drop Distance, it crashed on him. So I'm like, you gotta fix that for the release in December. But 0.2, the gameplay of the game was a lot more in tune with a combination of Kingdom Hearts 2, but then they're like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, but Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep. There are no command deck. There's no command menu for Aqua. I mean, there's a command menu. I mean, there's no command deck for Aqua. You use shortcuts with magical abilities. She has 3 different bars. She doesn't have a summon ability. All she has is attack, magic, and items. And her shortcuts are Firaga, Blizzaga, Thundaga, and Curaga. And it does have that row ability where you can switch between rows. What we've seen was teased in Kingdom Hearts 3 and confirmed to be in 0.2. Aqua has 2 rows, and what we've seen in Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora has 3 rows. And when you hold the shortcut button, you're able to use the D-pad to scroll between the rows. And on the second row, there were the items like Potion and High Potion for Aqua and Ether and shit like that. So it was pretty intuitive. I like that they're adding rows so we have more shortcuts, so we don't have to like, oh, what 4 things do I really need? Okay, let me go with Thundaga, let me go with Magnaga, let me go with High Potion and Curagas. Now we have a lot more options going into these games, so I'm glad for that. The shortcuts we need, because you know, everyone knows it's tedious as fuck. You're like, okay, attack, scroll down magic, scroll down to your magic, and then hit magic. Who does that anymore? No one. I'll tell you who does that. People in front of me did that shit in the demo. People, when I was waiting in line for the demo, I'm like, alright, come on. People took as long as 30 minutes with this demo, and you can beat this demo in 10 minutes. I was able to beat the demo in 10 minutes, you know, Kingdom Hearts veteran, what? But, yeah, the gameplay was very intuitive. It felt super smooth. It didn't feel floaty like Birth by Sleep does. It felt more in tune with Kingdom Hearts 3. Not Kingdom Hearts 3, what am I saying? Kingdom Hearts 2, so there was definitely some weight to it, which I did enjoy and whatnot. In the demo, Aqua had the ability to, you know, she didn't have the ability to free run-ish like Sora has in the trailer, but where we saw the sparkles on certain areas where you can jump from area to area, that was present in 0.2. So Aqua does have that ability. Also, Aqua does have the ability to slide, kind of like flow motion-ish, but it's not full flow motion. Slide on a frozen path. If you do Blizzaga, and then Blizzaga is like a chunk of ice, and then it keeps going, and then wherever Blizzaga goes over, it gets frozen, and Aqua can slide on that, and that's what we see that Sora is able to do in the Kingdom Hearts 3 E3 trailer from last year. So that's returning in that sense. But Aqua, she couldn't flow motion in this game. But Aqua was able to shot lock, command style, double flight, and air slide, and you unlock those by attacking each of the gears. In the demo, the way to the Castle of Dreams, it kind of broke apart. And as we saw in the trailer, the time went down, and then like, oh, we gotta get there back in time, whatever. In the demo, you had to find 4 gears that went back to the clock and pushed the clock back to midnight. And by doing that, it reverses the damage done to the bridge, and then you're able to get to the Castle of Dreams. Every time you find a gear, you unlock new abilities. So there was 4 gears, so you unlocked 4 abilities. And the gear positions dictate what ability you're gonna get. So it's like 1 gear shot block, 1 gear air slide, 1 gear double flight, and 1 gear command style. So that's what the demo was. The enemies in the demo were pretty cool. They're different, and you can kill them specific enemies faster by using a certain spell. Like there's these dark ball looking Heartless that had flames on their head. What you're gonna do? Blizzaga, smoked, right? There were flying Heartless that had wings and stuff. Thundaga, smoked. So there was some really cool context with that. And then the boss fight before the Castle of Dreams was the Heartless Swarm, but that has a name now called the Devil's Wave, which is that name's pretty badass. The Devil's Wave, hell yeah. So that's the name of the Heartless Swarm that we see, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it multiple times throughout 0.2. But you get to fight it once in the demo, and it was a pretty fun boss fight. Now, a lot of people were scared that this demo was all that 0.2 was gonna have to offer. However, Nomura did confirm that the game is gonna have a good amount of length to it. There are gonna be multiple bosses. There's gonna be a lot of cutscenes, and gameplay-wise, it's gonna be attuned to probably like an hour or an hour and a half worth of gameplay, and it's gonna be the size of a world. Everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be the size of one Kingdom Hearts world. How big can it be? Nomura confirmed that he meant to reiterate that, where it's gonna be as big as a world from Kingdom Hearts 3. And the worlds in that game, as we've seen, are pretty damn big. So we're gonna explore a good amount of the Realm of Darkness as Aqua in 0.2, so I'm very excited about that. However, 0.2 did have some problems. There was frame rate stuttering, and there were frame rate drops in the game. And I understand that because this is the first time Square Enix is using Unreal Engine for the Kingdom Hearts series, so they definitely need to polish that up for 0.2 when it released in December because there were some weird problems. There were times like the game ran at a really weird frame rate. It wasn't true 60 frames because I thought because I was looking at both screens. I'm like 60 frames, 60%. Or Dream Drop Distance, not Dream Drop Distance. 0.2 ran at like 45 frames. It was really like, it was like 30 plus frames and it dipped in and out of that stuff within combat, and it was weird. And the thing is, the environments, and if I'm gonna give you an example of this, the environments of 0.2 kind of ran at a different frame rate than some of the models and some of the pieces of Aqua's clothing, which is really weird. Like Aqua at certain moments was like running at 40 frames per second, yet her sleeves was running at 20 frames. If you need like a big example of that, play Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, and the game runs at 60 frames. But if you summon a Pokemon or an assist trophy, the assist trophy or the Pokemon runs at 30 frames. So seeing that at the same time is kind of weird, and that's what and I kind of got that feeling when I'm playing 0.2. So that was a very interesting thing. But I'm pretty sure Square Enix is gonna polish this up before 0.2, before 2.8 releases. You know. And one thing I also like to say is that Aqua, and whenever she spoke in cutscenes, like it's Willa Holland, it's Aqua, Aquinola, but her voice was kind of a little bit more high pitched than normal. I'm like, okay, this is Aqua, but I mean, did they speed her up by like 0.2? But no lie, she sounded a little bit high pitched, and I'm like, I mean, it is Aqua, but it sounded pretty weird for me. I wish I could capture the footage for you, but they had not the footage. I wish I could capture the audio for you, but I had the headphones on. So 0.2 and 2.8 and Dream Drop Distance HD as a whole, it was a pretty good demo. I am looking forward to this game very much so. I had a blast playing 0.2, you know, but they do need to polish it up. Dream Drop Distance was also great, and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, I can't wait to learn more about the story. So you know, they sold me pretty well with the trailer, and they sold me pretty well with the demo at E3. So I'm like, boom! I cannot wait for this game, and it's pretty good. And I hope that game, and I hope 0.2 gets playable in some sort of sense before the game releases, so you guys have a taste of that as well. You know, a lot of people's like, oh, Breath of the Wild, why is that not in the eShop? Because the game's fucking huge. However, I would not hate the fact, I would actually, you know, want 0.2 to be released on the PlayStation Store as a demo. You know, they can do it. It's not that big. It's only 15 minutes of gameplay, so like, you know, if they can do it, they can do it. They released Capcom did Resident Evil 7 demo, so they can do. Square Enix, I do believe, can release a 0.2 demo. They did it for Final Fantasy 15, so like they could do it. I believe they can. You know, Breath of the Wild's way too fucking big, but 0.2, yeah, come on Square, let everyone else try out this game. So guys, what do you think about my breakdown of 0.2 and Dream Drop Distance HD, the package that is Kingdom Hearts 2.8? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.